Good evening. Welcome. We're streaming again. It's Wednesday evening. It's just gone 7 o'clock. And we're playing with trains with me, the Geek Daddy. We are on Cathcart Circle tonight. So we are going to jump straight into it. Not going to waste too much time. We have chosen a service already. 7:54 in the morning, 29-minute service. We are doing 2 Papa 08 Glasgow Central to Newton. We're driving a 380. So let's get started. Welcome to those of you who are regular, to the newcomers as well. Hello, welcome, thanks for joining. If you haven't liked and subscribed, then please consider doing so. It does help. That's probably the only time I'm going to say it. There will be reminded in the chat. I'm sure Nightbot will kick over and mention it. It does have a habit of doing so. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get set up. We'll do that on the keyboard this evening. Headlights are on today. Don't need the desk lights on, but we'll do that anyway. And we unlock the doors. So we've got a 1-5. Oh, hello. Have we had an update on this route? We have some trains that I haven't seen before. So we've got some 380s here. A 158. What is it, a 158 going out that way? Yes. And then we have a Pendolino paying a visit as well. That's a good sight to see, isn't it? There we are. We'll have a quick look around. We've got some 380s. Of course, we're running the 2024 timetable. So this has more modern stock than the old one with the 314s. I'm pretty sure I did unlock the doors. Of course, we probably need to set the master key and everything on. That's what we forgot to do. There we go. We are good to go. I had a drive on this earlier. Hello, Jason. Welcome. Yeah, I was contemplating driving it earlier, but I've gotten into Skull and Bones quite deeply and been enjoying that. And getting back into SnowRunner as well with the new DLC that launched on that in the last week or so. Unlock the doors. That's what we're doing. Now, I'm sure there was a button for like the announcements, but I think there are auto announcements on here. I saw somewhere in one of the Discords. Probably Jason's Discord, actually. The keyboard controls. I can't see it now. Oh, public announcement. Only in the class 142. That's why it was. Still not unlocked those doors. No. I've done it now. There we are. Right. I think we're good to go once the doors are locked. We'll get rid of the on-screen markers as well. Just turn those all off. We're good to go. Like I say, Pendolino down, nice to see. So you had a bit of an update. Ooh, camera flash or something there? Yeah, camera's flickering. I don't know why that is. One an hour to Central. Yeah, fair enough. 158's coming in. So we're doing the 2024 timetable, not the previous timetable with the 314s. We're doing the updated one. And we're running out to Newton. So we'll have a look at our stops. We're calling at Pollock Shields East, Queen's Park, Cross Hill Platform 2, Mount Florida, Kings Park, Croftfoot, Burnside, Kirkhill, Newton, where the train terminates. That's our run this evening, our first run anyway. And then we'll do a couple because we're going to be on this route tonight. So we'll run a couple of different services. We might jump into the old timetable as well and run the 314. There's a 314 there actually. First run, he said, until he spads. Probably. Actually, no, I'm alright on this route. I'm not too bad at all. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Of course, we have the bingo as well. I'll bring the bingo card up in a little bit. For those of you who aren't familiar with it. So Pollock Shields approaching now. Oh, I had a freeze. That's not good. How many got ticked off last week since I was unavailable? I think it was 2. The Network Southeast 314 there, just going past. That's one of the liveries that I made for the 314 before we had the 313. And now I need to edit that, remove it. Yeah, there's only 1 or 2 got ticked off last week. We've cleared the board already for tonight. So we're already good to go. Another 380 there. A lot of the route tasks we've done on this route. This route for a time was one of my most played routes. Because it was pretty much the only sort of stop-start commuter route we had for a time. And those are the routes that I most enjoy. So I played this one a lot when it first came out. Hello, hello. How are we all doing this evening? Hello, Techno. Yes, we're good. We're good. We're not bad at all. A little bit achy. But we are managing the pain. As we often do. No announcements, I've just noticed. I guess we don't get announcements on this one. I'm getting quite a lot of stuttering and freezing. Bought a heavy transport game and I'm quite enjoying it, to be fair. Big step up from On the Road. Yeah, I had it and I refunded it because I kept encountering a lot of bugs. They've probably been fixed by now. But I had a lot of bugs with missions and things, and I just didn't enjoy it. I'll be honest. I just didn't enjoy it at all. There's another Network Southeast liveried 314 going there, coupled up to a non-Network Southeast liveried one. We'll just claim that Network Southeast had lent some 313s or something. That needs to be changed. I mean, it's a nice livery. I like the Network Southeast livery. It's debranded, of course. I need to remove them. Not documented any bugs. No, or not encountered. Yeah, it's probably been updated and fixed since I last played it or last touched it. Like I say, I didn't get on with it, but maybe it's something I get at a later date and try again. I don't know. At the moment, like I say, I've got Ubisoft Plus, and I've been playing Skull and Bones, which had a lot of bad press and a lot of negativity aimed at it, and I guess in a sense rightly so. It certainly isn't worthy of what they said, that quadruple A label that they tried to give it, and it certainly isn't worthy of the price that they tried to charge people for it on release. But since I have Ubisoft Plus, I thought I'd give it a go. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Shadow as well. Not this week, because Amelia's been home from school for Easter holidays. But yeah, I thought, you know what, I'll try that pirate game, and Skull and Bones, and see what it's like. And I'm pleasantly surprised. I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Quite in depth, much more involved, and much more going on than say Sea of Thieves, which out of the two is probably more sort of arcadey, I suppose, in its feel. Certainly more cartoony, that's for sure. But yeah, here we are at Cross Hill. It's just coming to a stop. I might give that. There's a new Game Pass game coming. I've overshot here. Coming out tomorrow. There's a new sort of cleaning game. I suppose it's a cross between Power Wash Simulator and, I don't know, some kind of whatever. It's called Crime Scene Cleaner. Is that the one? Yeah, it's coming to Game Pass tomorrow. That looks quite interesting. The best thing about something like Game Pass or anything like that is the best thing to pay for, because if a game is usually paid, and if it's on Game Pass, you can play it and not painfully spend money. No, you're right. That's sort of the thing. Yes, you pay for the subscription, but it does give you the opportunity to try a lot of these games for essentially for free, without having to pay the price for the game that you may or may not enjoy. So yeah, you're right. So yeah, that's the thing. And I've played a lot of games on Game Pass that I probably wouldn't have bought. You know, I played a lot. Yeah, any doors hanging off the platform don't open now. Well, it's selected door opening, isn't it? And if you don't like it, you can just get rid of it. Exactly. It's sort of a risk-free way of playing a game and trying it. Yeah, and I've said, like, I probably will at some point buy Shadows when it comes down in price, because I love the Assassin's Creed games, and I probably will buy it outright. But while it's there on that Ubisoft Plus service, then I'll play it on that. You know, it's a good way. These sort of subscription things are a good way to try these games, like you say, and see what they're all about. Yeah, I played quite a few different things that I probably wouldn't have touched, like I say. So we're off to Mount Florida next. We've got a bit of mist creeping in. Oh, that's what you like about the 380. I thought you said that's what you don't like. Sorry, I misread that. No, that's what I do like. I do like it. You're right. Much more realistic. The 380 is not bad to drive either. It's all right. Kings Park then the next stop. And obviously being a modern unit, it's much more responsive than the 314. The 314 is a bit... Yeah, I mean it's alright. The 314 is alright to drive, but it's you know, it's a bit more clunky, isn't it? Well, that's a great shot. Press the 8 cam and you're in trees. Tremendous shot. Very good. Very, very good indeed. Speeding now. Cross to the next stop, 0.7 miles. Just like that. Up to 50 we can go. We won't get to 50 before we need to stop again. There we go. It wasn't the cleanest bit of braking, I'm sure, but well, yeah, I'll take it. Got a mile to go to Burnside.
On the flash. I'm going so fast right now.
And the mist has just literally despawned. Quite a quiet unit, isn't it? Braking is sharp on this. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're not wrong. Kirkhill next stop. Got a yellow. we go. Wrong ones. Next stop is Newton, where this train terminates, and then we will run another service. Maybe using a different unit. We'll have a look. Plenty of time, no worries. I did a cross Scotland journey before. Did a circle service route hop to Edinburgh Glasgow. Had to quit in the end as it loaded the original timetable, not the sprinter one. Then went to Edinburgh for the same. Went to Edinburgh for the same thing to happen again, so gave up. Fair enough. Is there a sprinter service, is there? Yeah. Some weird stuff happening now. Here we are then, arriving into Newton. There's a route map I need to grab or something now. Thought I got it. Never mind. Here we are. There's a 314 coming in. Or coupled up 314 unit.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes e-cigarettes.
And then we apparently need to go forwards. See the Pendolino Pass. Whoops. What is?
She's doing it on the SpongeBob Patrick game, but on cloud.
It shouldn't do. Wait until 0824. So only a few seconds to wait. I don't know if we'll get a Pendolino pass. I imagine depending on the time that you're here, we won't get to see one. Because like I say, we are done with that service. Let's go to timetable. We'll run a 380 on the full loop, the circle, and then we'll do a 314 perhaps on the run out to, is it Neilston? And we'll do that, and then we'll see what we're doing for time, and we'll run something else, maybe. So this is the following, this is a service sort of 811, Glasgow Central to Glasgow Central anti-clockwise. Let's do that one. Oh, well, some weird graphical things going on here. Anyway. The graphics are, yeah. Having some real problems. I don't know what's going on. Is it because of deliveries? Possibly. I may just have to bin off deliveries on here. Another one of the ones I made. An SPT. The problem being is that I quite like that. The logo needs work. I've got another one over here. So the problem is it's loading in the custom liveries, and then what it does is it's loading in a livery for all of those units. So I think it just might be best just to bin it off, bin the liveries off. Oh, hello. I recognise that one. There we are, the Pride livery. The Avanti at Newton from the Pendo to pass. Well, we didn't wait, and we have been graced with the Pride livery Pendolino there, Jason. So, not all bad. We can now lock our doors now the Pendo's arrived. And we can make our way out of the station towards Polloksfields West. We would if we'd set the reverser to forwards. That will help. So in theory that would pass Newton at 8:46. Yeah, maybe. I'll take your word for it. You know timetables like there's no tomorrow. You're very good at those sort of things. What time are you due to end this service? This is Glasgow Central to Glasgow Central. This is an anti-clockwise circular service. Let's have a look. So we are due back in the Glasgow Central 8:44. That sounded like a 170 there. If you arrive on time or early, then you can route hop to Newton and watch it whiz past. That is very true. We're speeding now. Oh, there's a... Okay. Was that a 350? It was. Interesting. That was a 350. Pleasant surprise. Yep, TransPennine has 350s before the 397s took over. West Midlands trains took on the 350 from TransPennine. There we go. Little bit of information for you from Jason there. Thank you very much. Speeding now. So that's Pollokshields East there. And we're going a little bit further on and we're going to Pollokshields West. I did apply power. I don't know why. Why we've got nothing happening. The textures have gone a bit odd. I wonder if it's to do with the layers or something again, similar to what we had with mild mainline. Oh. So I was trying to type something into the chat box at the same time as trying to drive. 2 seconds. Let's sort this out. Okay, so I have put, whilst I've been driving and losing my concentration, I have put a poll in because next week I'm handing it over to you guys and I'm going to let the chat choose the route next time. So I thought whilst the stream is happening, if you choose one of the 4 options, or if you don't like those options, just pop in the chat what route you want us to drive next week. And then I'll create all the thumbnails and everything for it. And then next week it will be as a result of your choice. Will he overshoot or spad tonight? That is the question. Yes, it is, Dougie. Done all right so far. We had a slight overshoot, but not a complete missed the station. I think we are only going to class it as an overshoot if we completely miss the station. We'll see how we do. So at the moment, the poll is for 50% of you have said Preston Carlisle and 50% Cardiff lines. Interesting. It's a 50-50 split. Obviously, if you don't like either of those options, any of those options that are on there, pop your choice into the chat, and we'll consider it. But I just thought that those were those are currently like the 4 most popular routes. I think 4 most popular UK routes, of course. or the more recent ones, I would have said. So Shoreland we are at now. So we'll leave the poll running until the end of the stream, or towards the end of the stream, and we'll look at the results and announce the route for next week. Because I don't currently think I've got anything scheduled. I don't currently think I've got any sort of planned routes for next week or going forward. So we may have to start thinking what routes we haven't touched, as well as replaying some of the favourite routes. I don't know if we've done a Blackpool one yet. Have we done Blackpool in this series? No, I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Onward to Langside. And the mist has cleared mysteriously quickly again. We've got graphical, yeah. It's not, we're going to have to look at that, I think. Where's the thing that does the layers? Is that's not in this, is it? It's in the timetable, isn't it? What I might have to do is just bin off all the liveries for this route. See if that helps. All the 314 liveries at least. I'm speeding now. Round we go to Cathcart. The graphics have gone a bit, yeah. Oh, it looks slightly better now. Yeah, they seem to have gone back to normal now. Something is causing it to, I don't know, go a bit weird, like Mildmay did, until we managed some of the layers there. So we'll have to look at what layers are possibly causing the issue and remove them. But also those liveries, I think that might be it. Yeah, done it again. Gone weird again. Very strange.
Security personnel tour this station 24 hours a day.
It's only when we get close. Very strange. Let's lock our doors. And then we go round to Cross Hill, then Queen's Park, Pollock Shields and Glasgow Central. There we go. And a short hop to Queen's Park. Lock the doors then. And we're off to Pollokshields East now on our return. Don't forget the poll is still going if you want to change your vote, or if you haven't voted and you want to, you've got until just before the end of the stream to do so. I'm speeding slightly. I'm just trying to see if we can see the... we're not going to have time to jump to do the route hop to see the Pendolino. Unlikely to have time anyway. We'll see. Oh, it just crashed on me and booted me out to home, so that's what it thinks of that. Right. There we are. Right. Well. That's a pain. Just a bit, Jason, yeah. I'll put the B right back on as we wait for the game to load. I'll take a quick drink and everything as well. I'll be back in just a moment. Just waiting for the game to reload now. Could always spawn in at Newton for say 8:40 and hang about for 5 to 6 minutes. I'd say spawn in at 8:45, but you won't see it at speed. Yeah, no, we'll do that. We'll jump in at Newton, as we had hoped that we would get to Cardiff Central in time, and we'll jump in at Newton on foot, see the Pendolino race path, and then we'll run another service. Or maybe two, because we've got time. What we'll do before that is we'll look at the layers and the liveries, and we'll bin off some of the liveries. Let's skip through all that. So let's jump down to Creators Club livery designer. We want the 314. In fact, I don't need to do that, it's right there. That's interesting. We'll delete that one. Why is there only one? It's just 2 liveries available. We might have to go. Oh. That's interesting. It looks like I might have subscribed to one. It says no liveries created. Okay, so let's check our subscriptions quickly. Have a Discord nosy when you have a moment. That's an interesting point. Right, let's see if we can sort out these liveries. Oh, that's nice. Let's see what we've got. What are we subscribed to that we could get rid of? We've got that one. By some guy called Jason. I don't know who he is. See, this is interesting. It's not actually showing any 314 liveries. am subscribed to quite a lot. That's very strange. My subscriptions don't show me subscribed to any 314. Yeah, it says that there are some available, and they're obviously loading in. Some proper flashbacks on that list, I tell you, yeah. Yeah. There are no 314 liveries. I do not see any 314s. So why is it saying that I have 314 liveries? My creations. Loads of HSTs, as you can see. Yeah, that one got banned. That wasn't allowed. Orange TGV, it got banned. So there's that one. If I download oh, I don't know why I've done that. NSC 313. NSC 313001. The pink one. See, that's the problem. It's trying to load in 314 liveries, and yet it's saying I also don't have any. Right. Wow. Let's have a look in this way. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. Right. To the trains. Cathcart Circle. Timetable. Is there not a way to sort out the layers? Oh, it's up there. Failed class 385. Let's get rid of that one. Class 33. Let's turn the rail towards off. And that one. And that one. And that one. Let's see if taking those layers off will help the issue we were having. There we go. Right, let's see if that helps things a little bit. So, if I go into 314 and go to Creators Club, it tells me that I'm subscribed to a Network Southeast Creators Club livery, yet I couldn't find it in my subscriptions. So I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, right, we were going to spawn on foot, weren't we? At Newton. And we were going to go 8:40, was that right, Jason? Let's do that. Some proper flashbacks on that list. Yeah. Read that one. It's still 50-50 on the poll. So if we look, if we go and stand over here, Yeah, then it should appear about 8:45. Okay, so we've got about 5 minutes. We can come and stand here in a little bit of time. Let's see if we've picked up all the route tasks. We have non-operating lists on this route, of course. I've done that. We've done everything on this particular station. I think there was a route map up here I didn't get. Was that right? Yeah. Just double check there's nothing down here that we need to grab. No, I don't think so. I think we're all right. Can't go down there. See, there's that NSC livery. Yet, when I went into Creators Club, it said I wasn't subscribed to it. Work that out.
Security
The only other thing I can do is maybe look on the internet proper. Livery. No, Creators Club. Creators Club.live. And see if I can find it on there. What just went past on the fast line? I don't know. Did something go past on the fast line, did it? I don't know. There's a 380 there. I'm assuming it's coming from this direction, Jason. Yeah, it should be. We shall see. The only problem with doing it on the website on my phone It doesn't load all my subscriptions. NSE. So we're waiting for the Pendolino to pass, and then we'll run another service. Apparently, it is coming.
Drake, brother. So did you put some Drake?
Here it comes. Real-time train set between 8:46 and 8:47. Well, it's just gone past now. So, there we are. Right. Let's jump into timetable. I'm trying to find that NSE livery for the 314 that I'm apparently subscribed to that I can't seem to bin off. Is it that one? I'll subscribe to that and then unsubscribe. I don't know. It's very strange. Anyway, right. Mild Mayline has 33% of the votes. So it's a three-way split. You guys are not making this easy. Right, let's run a 314. And we'll go from Nilston because we haven't done that section of the line yet. So we're coming off the buffers at this end, or the shunt head as it's called, and we're going to spat if we're not careful. We've me not paying full attention. I managed to spot that quick enough to stop myself from spatting. There we go, right, carry on. Apologies if you can hear TV noises in the background. Amelia's got YouTube on. Right, we're just waiting for our service to begin. We've got about another minute. Again, if you're just joining and you haven't yet put a vote into the poll, it is a three-way split at the moment for what we play next time. If you want to have your route chosen, you can either choose one of the four options, or you can put one of your options in, your preferred choice, into the chat. But at the moment, it's a three-way split between Mildmay Line, Cardiff, and Preston Carlisle. Let's lock our doors. Patterton's next stop. So let's head out on our way there. 3.5 miles or thereabouts. So on this service we're calling it Patterton, White Craigs, Williamwood, Murrayand, Cathcart, Mount Florida, Cross Hill, Queen's Park, Pollock Shields East and Glasgow Central. Onwards we go. Going to just apply the brakes every so now and then, every so often, because we have got a gradient, or we did have a gradient. Couple of lakes to the left of us, always nice to see. Quite scenic this bit. 0.8 miles now, so we will begin to prepare for stopping. There we are. Oh, a good stop, wasn't it? It's what's that, a Fiesta? What else can we recognise just from the shape? There's another Ford over there, a Mondeo or something maybe. That's quite obviously some kind of Jaguar. We got there, a Vauxhall. That's quite possibly a Volkswagen. We've got a Ford Transit. What else? What else? Should we jump out and have a look? Right. What do we reckon? That's definitely a Fiesta. Then we jump. That's either a BMW or it's a Jaguar of some description. That's possibly another Ford or a Mazda or a Honda, maybe. That's a Vauxhall. That's possibly a Vauxhall as well. That's a Vauxhall over there. Yeah. I mean, just from the shape you can tell, normally. Oh. And now we're doing some underground work. There we are, right. Got distracted. Lock the doors. I'm pretty sure I locked the doors. There we go. So White Craigs is the next stop. I can't remember if that is where the UFO is or whether it's a little bit further down. I think it's along here somewhere, outside White Craigs. If I remember rightly, it's been a little while since I came along this route. It'll be there, yeah, there it is. There's the UFO. We'll just start to slow down. We're a little bit over. So if you're not aware of it, I'm sure most of you are. One of the mastery unlocks on this route, or the mastery unlock on this route, should I say, is, I can't get to it, let's go to 8 camera, is up here. And you can hear it before you see it. But it is a UFO. A crashed UFO with some cows sitting underneath it. And some mysterious looking agents in 2D. Man in black. In their government vehicles, or their agency vehicles. There we are. So Williamwood is the next stop. It's only a short hop for this one. So the stations are getting a bit closer together now. As we come into Glasgow Central. Here, still sorting something. Yeah, that's right. That's fine. No worries. Objective failure. Oh, that's a bingo. I was looking at my phone and overshot. So you get that one. There we go. The first bingo tonight. Will it be the only one? Mirror End is the next stop. The brakes aren't quite so harsh on the 314. There we go. So Cathcart next stop, Mountain Florida, Cross Hill, Queen's Park, Pollokshield and Glasgow Central to follow. There we go. Right. Let's close our doors and we'll be ready to move. We'll stay at 35 because we've got the limit coming up. So we'll remain at that speed limit. Ready? There we go. Lock the doors again, and we are off to Cross Hill, Queen's Park, Pollokshield, Glasgow. Those are stops now. Cross Hill to the next one. And a short hop this time, 700 yards or so. The mist and fog just deciding to clear off. Sorry, just had to take a break very, very quickly there. Right. Let's get back to it. So, coming to the end, more or less of the service and of the stream. I'm just going to look at the poll results. It is a three-way split still. Right. So we are going to have to make a decision somehow. Lock the doors again. And off we go. What did you say? Nice quick route, Cathcart. Nice is short for the less time available players. Yeah, nice and short. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. The services are around about sort of half an hour, 35 minutes, aren't they? So it's not bad if you're short of time and you just want to jump on for a quick spin. Cathcart is a good route to do that on. You know, I'm probably going to overshoot this one. Yeah, just a little bit. Never mind. Oh, I've managed to go in the door there. Right, so unless anyone is desperate to cast any more votes in the poll, I'm going to end that now. So it is a three-way tie. So we go to a random wheel decider. So the three routes have been put into a wheel. Once we finish the service, I will spin the wheel and we will make a decision. Only 3 of you voted, and it looks like the 3 of you that voted for the 3 different routes. No unanimous decision there.
Please remain behind the yellow line at all times. Trains pass through.
So that was helpful. Who picked what? Unfortunately, it doesn't say who picked what. It doesn't tell me who voted for which option. So Glasgow Central is the next and only stop where this train and the stream will terminate. It's a 158 there. It's struggling again, isn't it? And I've turned layers off. I've turned several layers off. But it's having a moment yet again. Now, is it because the Pride livery is on that Pendolino as we're coming into Glasgow Central? I wonder. You know, it could be. And it would be a shame if it is. I wouldn't want to get rid of that livery. There we go. That is that. We have ended the service. We've got a gold and the stream. And before we go, of course, we did the poll. It was a three-way split. So let's spin the wheel. I'll put it up to the microphone so you can hear it clicking. And it has chosen Cardiff. So next week we will be returning back to Wales and running some Cardiff Central Cardiff lines. So next week we return to Wales and run some more Cardiff. Boo! I know. Well, we could see how the time does, and we could do all three potentially. There's no reason why not. So we might do that. Right. That's all from me. It is 9 o'clock. It is time to say goodbye. Thank you everyone who joined, whether you were here for the whole thing or for just a short while, popped in and popped out again. You are appreciated, of course. I shall see you on the next one. Have a good week. Bye-bye for now.